going on.
Hey, John. I know last year was only 5 games, but how important was it for you in terms of changing your perception and understanding the reality of what the NFL is, and how did that affect your preparation coming into this season?
I think it was good for me. Definitely hurt and hard for me to miss a lot of the games last year, but those 5 games really helped me get me acclimated to what to expect in a week on a weekly basis, So really just remotivated me, refocused me, and has me more prepared than ever for this year.
John, at this point in camp, what's your individual focus? What are you kind of working on?
Man, I'm trying to go out there and get better every day. I mean, this is probably the most fun I've had on any camp in my life, just being able to be out there with the guys. It's been great. It's been super competitive. Defense has been working their tails off. Same with the offense. Everyone's starting to have a cohesive relationship with each other. So everything's going good for me. So really the goal is just go out there and get better every day.
And are you full go now? Because Jay said during OTAs that they wanted to kind of limit your reps to have you be ready for training camp. Is that something that?
Yeah, I didn't know about that because I was full go in OTAs.
Okay.
So I've been full go since we started this.
And then just what difference did you notice with your foot as it healed? What could you start to do again that you weren't able to do, obviously besides walk, but like in terms of just getting off the snap and that sort of thing?
When it comes to recovering your foot, the biggest thing is doing a calf raiser. So that was kind of the benchmark to determine how healthy your foot was. So once I was able to do 5 to 10 without any pain, that's when I was pretty much good to go. And that happened, I want to say it's somewhere around like March, April-ish. So around that timeline.
What are some of the little things that you notice you can do now that maybe even just through those 5 games that you weren't able to do as well last year, just being out here now?
For me, I feel like being in the corner, that's a big thing that I've been trying to focus on, being able to become more skinny on the edge. Really just trying to take in all the little things that I wasn't really able to do last year just because I was so caught up in the moment. Really just trying to get a grasp on the playbook, the scheme, the technique. So this year I'm really trying to elevate my play and take it to the next level.
Back here, sir. Obviously today, Fan Appreciation Day. Just your thoughts and feelings about this day and interacting with the fans of Redskin Nation.
Oh, I love it, man. I love DC fans, and it's kind of crazy just because like 5-6 years ago, that was me out there when we had the camp back in Ashburn. So just be able to come out here and talk to the fans, sign stuff for them, just hang out with them. It's fun. I enjoy it.
John, it seemed like there was a lot of short yardage work today, a lot of goal line. Did it feel as physical as it looked to us? And do you guys, especially on the line, get kind of hyped for days like this?
Oh, it was definitely physical practice. By far our most physical practice of the year. And, I mean, we love it. I mean, that's what we do on the offensive line and defensive line. When we bang and clang, man. So that's what we love about football.
Jonathan, can you speak on the competition of the defensive line? This last 2 drafts, the team is focused on drafting defensive linemen, but the individual competition, how y'all pushing each other forward?
We definitely have a lot of the competition on the defensive line, but it's all healthy competition. We're all pushing and moving with and against one another to push each other, make each other better. I mean, we understand that there's only a certain limited amount of spots, but at the same time, we're all working towards one goal, and that's just making the football team and making this team as best as we possibly can to win the Super Bowl.
When you say you were one of those fans just a couple of years ago back in Ashburn. When you were that fan, were you thinking of eventually being one of those players? Like, how early did you think that could become a reality?
For me, I never really focused on it. I mean, I live in the here and now, So when I was in high school, focused on playing the best I could then. Once I got to Alabama, definitely wasn't focused on the NFL because, you're just trying to, it was tough. So you're not even worried about that. And then when the time comes, you got to take advantage of your opportunity. So I never really sat down and daydreamed about it. I guess you think about it every now and then, but it was never one of those things where I would sit there and like plan out what it was going to be like. So it's pretty cool.
Obviously, we all want to ask you about your injury and your recovery and Duran and Swearinger are big pieces on this defense. But who's somebody who's under the radar, or who's somebody that you see on this defense is going to take a big leap forward, in your opinion?
In my opinion, I feel like that's Mason Foster. I feel like he's a guy who might not get a lot of credit outside of here, but if you cover us and you watch us and you're inside the team, Mason's one of the guys I look up to, and he has, as we like to call, a calming effect when we're in the huddle and things are getting crazy everywhere. He's a guy who can come in, rally the troops, and keep it going. So I feel like Mason Foster's that guy.
When you say you want to play at the next level, what does that mean for you? Is there any goals or specific things that you're trying to accomplish this year?
I mean, I definitely feel like everybody has personal goals, but for me, it's just to dominate and be more consistent. I feel like before I got hurt, I was playing at a pretty high level, but I want to be able to take that to the next level and be able to play like that every week in every game and not have a good game then just an okay game. I want to be able to try to dominate every opponent, every snap, every game. So when I say take it to the next level, I really mean consistency.
Jonathan, you and Matt seemed like you guys kind of formed a quick friendship last year, and how can you guys kind of play off of each other this year when you're on the field together?
I definitely feel like to play defensive line, you got to have chemistry with the guy beside you, especially me and him usually pass rush together. We have to have great communication from inside out. So, I mean, that definitely helps us on and off the field. But, for the most part, it's about having a group of guys that you can trust and communicate with, not always verbally, So I feel like as a defensive line, we have a really good friendship, Anything else? Thanks, John. No problem. Appreciate it.